After the excitement of the World Cup final draw in Washington, D.C. on the 5th of December 2025, the FIFA Council approved a historic financial contribution of $727 million to support the 2026 World Cup. Wow! The largest share is $655 million, which is a 50% increase from the last edition. Can you imagine that? This will be shared as prize money among the 48 teams participating, distributed as follows. Each team will get $1.5 million for preparation. Every team that qualifies, about 40 of them, all of them will have $1.5 million. Then, the first 16 countries to be kicked out of the World Cup will not go home empty-handed. You go home with a whooping $9 million. If you added 1.5 million, that makes, you know how much it is? 10.5 million. The second 16 countries to be kicked out of the World Cup will go home with the sum of $11 million. If you added that 1.5 million, that's making it 12.5 million. The third 8 countries to be eliminated from the last 16 will go home with a whooping $15 million plus 1.5 million, making it $16.5 million. Then the 4 countries that will fail to qualify for the semi-final will go home with $19 million plus 1.5 million, making it $20.5 million. Then fourth place country will go home with $27 million plus 1.5 million, making it $28.5 million. Third place will go $29 million plus 1.5, making it $30.5 million. Then runners-up will go home with $33 million plus 1.5 million, making it $34.5 million. Then the champion will go home with $50 million plus $1.5 million, making it $5 million. Can you imagine that? Too much money this year. 2026 World Cup is going to be the richest, honestly. FIFA has splashed a lot of money. It's a dollar rain. That's why some people who did not qualify, they will be very envious. This is what they are going home with in this year's World Cup. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? So it's dollar rain everywhere.